Charity Preston here from Teaching Blog Traffic School, your one-stop shop for blog shopping. Yay! So today I want to give a quick tip about what kinds of things you should post on Facebook. What types of things should you post on your blog or website? And all of that has to do with content creation, right? You're like, I don't know what to write about. I'm not sure what to post about on my Facebook page. And I am here to tell you the best things that you can post are things that evoke the reader's emotions. Think about the best movie, your very favorite movie in the entire world. I know I have several, and most of them are 80s, like girl movies. Breakfast Club, Dirty Dancing, all of those. But think about The Breakfast Club. Whenever you are watching The Breakfast Club, it evokes emotion, right? You hear the stories of each of the students. Then they're working together, and then they're fighting with one another. And it's all over the place, all the way even through the very, very end. It has to do with people and their interactions and their feelings, right? I want you to do the same thing when you are thinking about your blog content or your social media content, even on Instagram or Pinterest. And think about, does what I am posting evoke an emotion? Is it funny? Does it make people laugh? Is it sad? Does it make them really connect in their heart, and it pulls, it tugs at their heartstrings? Does it make them angry? Or is it something that they're just gonna love? It just makes them feel good. Now, how do you do that, right? You're like, well, that's great, but how am I going to write, something sad about my classroom? Well, tell a story that's going to prompt them. Everyone loves a good storyteller. Again, people love movies, right? People love TV shows where the characters are interacting with one another and the different feelings and emotions that they may have. People can relate to that as being real. So if you're looking to post something that's funny, post funny images on your Facebook page. Those hilarious teacher pictures, you're a teacher when, those kind of things make people laugh. Anger, that's another emotion. Now, this can be evoked if you're talking about controversial topics. So tread lightly with this one, because you also don't want to alienate your readers or have them get into a virtual fist fight on your fan page. But as long as you preface whenever you are posting it, hey, what are your true feelings about Common Core? Or do you feel that we do assess too much, or should we be pre-assessing more? Post something like that on your page and see what happens. You are definitely going to get some strong opinions in both directions. Anytime I'm going to post something that's controversial on my page or even on my blog, I always have a disclaimer. Please make sure, we are all professionals here. Please make sure that your comments are not attacking another one. We're all in this for the same purpose. But we do welcome differences of opinion as long as it's respectful. So the minute things get disrespectful, you start deleting comments. That's just how it works. So you have to make sure you stay on top of those types of posts, okay? For sad, it's not like I want people to cry when they read a blog post or read a status update. But you can tell a tale of whenever you were really down and discouraged in the classroom, or something happened with one of your students that was really, really hard to cope with, and then explain how that you overcame and you brought yourself back up to triumph in the end, okay? So that's kind of bringing people down a little bit, and you hear about this terrible experience that has happened, but then bring it back up so that they see how know that you overcame it, because they could be in a similar situation. You know, my very first year of teaching, I spent the first 3 months in my classroom just crying every day after school. Just crying. It was so overwhelming. I didn't know anyone. I was in a brand new state. I had my 8-year-old daughter with me. I was a single mom. I'm trying to make ends meet. I'm trying to make sense of this curriculum. All new students. I taught in South Florida, and on my second day of school, they put in a child that was monolingual. She spoke zero words of English, and I didn't know what to do. And I said, what do I do? And they said, welcome to Florida. So of course I overcame that, right? Like, eventually I learned the routine. I made up some systems. I got her moving in the right direction. And just for the record, by the time she was in 5th grade, at her 5th grade graduation, she came to me and you know, I had seen her obviously progress through 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, but by the time it was time for her to graduate from our building, she came up and gave me this huge speech all in English, and it was one of the best experiences ever. But I wouldn't have been able to appreciate that experience if I hadn't gone through the bad stuff to get to the good stuff, right? So everyone loves a story. So evoking your readers' emotions are going to be huge. If your blog is just, here's how to do this, here's a lesson plan for sale, here is a website that your students can do. That's nice, and it gives them great information, but you need to mix it up with some of these other things that evoke your readers' emotions. Okay, so think about the biggest emotions we have: love, feeling sad, being angry, and laughter. People love to laugh. So throw some cute, funny pictures in. Make sure people are getting credit for those if you didn't make those. And make it applicable to what you're doing. You will find that your readers are going to be more connected to you, and they're going to want to come back for more. And they're going to tell all their friends about this great blog post or this great Facebook page that they have been following, and that they should as well. Okay? So I hope that was helpful to you. Definitely stop by if you want some more great teaching blog tips. Stop by teachingblogtrafficschool.com. Sign up for our free member library, where you can get lots of great freebie downloads for all the teacher bloggers out there. And if you want this great content to be the first to know, definitely go on over, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us right at YouTube as well, just from going to teachingblogtrafficschool.com, finding the YouTube icon, click on it, and subscribe to our updates so you get the first dibs before anyone else does on the great new content. Okay? All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.